Hey guys, as you know, this entitled Dad and Daughter Goes to War over Boba case has gone viral the past few days, and Korean news media picked it up. The original video and body cam footage is still up on another channel, which you can see if you haven't already in its entirety. Check the link in the description. I need to make this response video because you guys had a lot of questions and misinformation in my original video that went viral but was taken down for copyright by guess who? You'll never believe it, the Boba Dad himself. The very man in the video who I am defending and trying to support, while 99% of the commenters seem to be against him, saying all kinds of nasty stuff about him and his daughter. So point number one. Those of you who thought I was either related to this man, a family member, friend, or that I was even being paid by this family to make my video supporting them are obviously wrong. As I told you, because they were the ones that actually took down my video, even though I had blurred out their faces and provided they got their attorney to do it, so they actually spent money to get my video taken down. Ironic, isn't it? Anyway, so I hope that shows you that I'm completely unbiased and unrelated, and I stand alone. I do not side with anyone except for the truth. So point number two, I won't show any video clips or images. For that, you'll just have to Google search entitled Dad and Daughter Boba, or go to the link in the description to Arrestflix's YouTube channel where he uploaded the entire body cam footage uncensored and has nearly 1 million views. Point number three, the background is vital to understand the context of this case. You guys only saw the body cam footage and thought the story was about an entitled old Korean man, Ajishi, who demands respect and was abusing a young, pretty innocent female employee, yelling at her and abusing her, forcing her to drink his boba tea during the COVID pandemic, and when she refused, he threatened to throw the drink at her. Yeah, that's the popular narrative you're hearing from the uneducated masses who are just easily duped into whatever they see on YouTube that is popular. This is all false. This Tiger Sugar business and its employees have received numerous complaints over the years, and especially around the time that the man and his daughter had their incidents. Take a look at some of these complaints. Horrible service, rude to their customers, orders gone wrong, young and unprofessional people, blasting club-like music with profanity words, more wrong drinks, drink is way too sweet, charging you again to remake a drink that they made wrong, drink was made terribly, threw it out after tasting it, note the date July 8th, just a few days before the man and his daughter ordered there, horrible place, staff has a high turnover rate, training is inadequate, they don't know what they're doing, the people seem inexperienced, the staff is pretty rude. Again, the staff is extremely rude. They messed up the order, but they got mad at her, charging her extra money for a mistake they made, snatching the drink out of their hands, bad customer service, again, more wrong orders, adding too much or forgetting something entirely. The customer service of the store is terrible, denying customers' requests to remove some ice. Another one writes, disappointing that the employees are trained to treat people this way, charging 25 cents for removing some ice. Worst experience ever. Witnesses a horrible manager deal with a customer, rude and no respect for anyone, messing up the order twice and still making them pay. Are you starting to see a common theme here? Is the picture starting to appear clearly for you now? Are you getting a sense of the kind of business and people you are dealing with? In the incident, there were 2 other young male employees along with the young female manager. Point number 4, if you watch the body cam footage, you can clearly see that the man's matcha green tea boba was not light green, which is the color it's supposed to be, but it was dark, almost black. And this corroborates with the man's initial complaint that it was just so bitter that he couldn't drink it. Everything he said is verified, but I guess people have their own agendas and just love to hate on who they want to hate. Point 5, the young female employee lied. This is revealed during the Korean translation when the cop asks her to just ask him if he wants his money back and end this thing now. So when she does ask him in Korean, he gets really upset again because he says to her, why didn't you just say this in the beginning? You never offered a refund or exchange. And she says she did, but of course we know she didn't, because why else would he be so upset? She only accused him and his daughter as being a liar, and that the reason why it was too bitter was because you didn't order any ice. Now, if you didn't know, in Tiger Sugar, you can only order full ice or no ice. Some people have complained that when they want to remove some ice, they charge you like 25 cents for that. You get the picture. The young male and female employee both swore him over the phone and never did apologize for making a bad drink, nor offer a refund or exchange, which is why he went down to the store himself with the drink to show them as proof that he's not lying and that they did screw up the drink. So when he went there, he wanted them to check the drink. This is the misinterpretation and lie that people are spreading, which is that he was forcing her to drink it, and when she refused, he continued to abuse her. Think about how nonsensical that sounds. He clearly said in the original video that he just wanted them to check the drink, which could involve tasting it, looking at it, smelling it, whatever. Just check and see that you made a mistake and apologize and offer a refund or an exchange. That's all he wanted. But instead of that, they refused to even acknowledge him, which is why he became irate. Any one of you would also become irate if someone gave you a bad order, then accused your complaint of being a lie, and then when you bring the evidence down to show them, they refuse to even look at it. This corroborates with all the other complaints that they've received at the store about the conduct of these young employees who generally don't care and have this attitude of unprofessionalism. Lastly, point 6, the cops were also unprofessional. They were too busy name calling and berating berating him with condescending and patronizing language instead of actually listening to him and understanding the situation. They were supposed to de-escalate the situation, but they only escalated it more by their unprofessional manners and conduct and use of language, and they eventually slapped him with a citation for disorderly conduct. Now remember, he was not charged for the alleged claims that the employees made about him threatening to throw the drink because there was no evidence of it, but he was given a citation for simply upsetting the cops because he was talking too loud and he was upset. So they gave him a citation for disorderly conduct. Now, the daughter who was called in later was actually the only one that de-escalated the situation, and she deserved applause for doing a better job than the cops, who failed miserably. Now, when the cops kept saying that, oh, it's only a drink, stop acting like a child, well, it's true, it is only a drink, since it's only like $5 to $7. But then the same thing could be said to the business. Why didn't the business just let it go and lose $5 over, say, a complaining customer? Why didn't they just let it go? Why further engage in a confrontation if it's just a drink? Wouldn't it be better for your business to not have to deal with further escalation over a drink and receive all these negative reviews? And at the court hearing, the man simply decided to pay the citation and have it closed because it's not worth taking the trial and paying the price in both extra additional legal fees and weeks and months of more added stress. So one thing we've learned is that the masses find it easier to just attack someone they don't like rather than to actually think reasonably and rationally with facts and evidence to connect the dots and see the bigger picture. Just like it's easier to not listen to me go on about this for several minutes, it's easier for you to just spend 3 seconds to type and say, the dad is acting like a child, and pat yourself on the back feeling good and high and mighty about yourself because you would never do such a thing, right? So thanks for tuning in. I like to use my amazing gift called common sense on other issues, but I'd prefer to not spend my time arguing. I'd rather just make slime and upload happy videos, which I will do soon. I was actually in the middle of making all kinds of slime, and it's really fun to make slime. Have you tried it? Why don't you? So like, share, and subscribe for more. And until next time, everyone stay safe and happy. So long.